Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to Declutter week. I am going to post a video every day this week, Monday to Friday, with a declutter. I'm going to start obviously with my lipsticks, as you can see. I do have quite a few lipsticks, and I just realized I'm not going to use out of all of them. Basically, you can see I have way too many, and I am trying to pan my way through them, but I'm not panning my way through them as quickly as I would want. So I want to declutter them today. And obviously this whole week I'm going to go through my collection and declutter a couple of things here and there. I don't know if every single declutter is going to be massive. I think this is going to be probably one of the bigger ones. I'm not looking to declutter like half of my collection anything anyway. This is more just so you can get an insight into my collection, both like what I have, but also decluttering a few things. So if that sounds interesting, just obviously stay tuned. But before I jump into the video itself, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you in the family. Let's jump into the video. So if you didn't watch my Project Apocalypse video last year, I did actually go ahead and rate all my lipsticks in 2022. So I will use that as a guide kind of to get through my collection and decide what I want to declutter. And if you remember my rating, I didn't have anything really at 1 star. I had 2 and up. However, all of the ones that are in rating 2, I have decluttered or panned this year. So all my lipsticks now are rated 3 to 5 stars. But my goal is in 2024 to get out all of my lipsticks with a 3 rating. So I will go through them and declutter them today. And then the ones I don't declutter in here, I do want to pan next year. But that is going to kind of be my goal. I think for the 4 and 5 stars, I'm probably not going to declutter anything because obviously I like those lipsticks quite a lot. But who knows, there might be a lip product here and there that I want to get rid of from those categories. So let's just begin. I'm going to go ahead and start pulling out lip products and like sort them out by rating. So hopefully that will make sense. But I'm going to start with one tray at a time. So here are all the lipsticks I think that are rated a 3. The rest of my collection are 4 or 5, so I'm going to go through them later, but these are all the 3 ones. So these are the ones that I want to either declutter or go through in the next year. So I'm just going to start pulling out things and decide. So first up, we have 3 Papagraph lipsticks, lip glosses right here. We have the shade Dreamscape, we have the shade Naked Rose, and the shade Dare to Bear. All 3 of these I think I can easily pan next year. They're quite quickly to go through, and obviously glosses are quite easy to reach for as well. So I think I'm going to put all of these into my 2 pan pile for next year. Same with this lip gloss right here. This is the shade Hot Chocolate Fantasy from Fenty. This is another one that I want to pan. I'm not going to declutter that one. So I think the glosses are the easy to pan thing, and then the rest I'm just going to start going through one by one. And I did actually zoom in a little bit too, so you can see that better. But first up, we have this Sephora collection liquid lipstick. This is in the shade number 29. It's this kind of really, really deep teal color, so you can see. I'm not going to swatch it out because I know it's not going to stain my hand really badly. But yeah, this one is one that I'm definitely going to declutter because I kept this one as a cool like lip color and also to use as an eyeliner. But I just realized I don't reach for this one. I haven't reached for it at all this year. And even if I reach for it like once a year, it's not worth keeping. So this one is going to be cluttered. Then we have my Chanel lipstick in number 94 Ecstatic, I think. And this one looks like this. I remember loving this color. This was like my go-to, like bright, vibrant pink. And it's such a beautiful shade. This is definitely one that I feel like it's going to be quite hard to part with. It's one of my favorite, like these hot pinks. I'm going to put it in the maybe pile for now and then come back to it. Then we have another Chanel lipstick in the shade Insatiable, I think. I'm terrible at French, so don't judge me. This one is like a red color. I have way too many reds, and I think this one is like a more of a muted kind of red, which I don't reach for too much. And it's also quite a new lipstick. I haven't reached for it too much, so I think I can probably pass this one on to my mom or someone else. Next up, we have a MAC lipstick. This is the shade Heroin, which looks like this. It's like a bright, bright purple. It's such a cool shade, but again, I don't reach for these kind of out there colors that much anymore. And even if I reach for them like once, it's not worth keeping. So I think this is another one that I can declutter. I'm doing so good, guys. I didn't expect to do this well with these products. But again, I just need to remember that I want to get all of these out by the end of next year. So what I can't feasibly pan, I will probably try to declutter today. Next up, we have this Colourpop lip sticks. This is in the shade Upside Down, which is like a really, really pale kind of, what's it called, like orangey peachy color. This is one that I don't like on its own too much, but I do think this one will work really well as a mixing lipstick with some of the other colors that I would pan next year. So I think this is one that I'm going to put in my to pan pile because, again, I think I can mix it. I've been panning the shade She Bad this year, and I think this one could work in a similar way, so I'm going to put that into pan. Then let's move on to the second row. I'm going to start in this end because this end is a bit harder with these two. I'm not sure what I want to do with those yet. Next up, we have this Smashbox lipstick. This is one of the mini lipsticks in the shade Inspiration, which looks like this. It's like a bright kind of pink. It's quite a fun shade, isn't it? I just don't reach for those shades very often. I do like the formula though, and it's also a mini, so I think I could pan it. So I'm not sure. I'm gonna put it into like in the maybe pile for now. Maybe put it into like a to pan or not, but for now it's going in the maybe pile. So that's that shade. And then we have MAC Relentlessly Red. Beautiful product. I already reached for this quite a lot. Like I used up a lot of this already. Yeah, that's such a beautiful one. I'm definitely going to keep that one to pan. And I think with that I can declutter this one because I don't think I'm going to go for both of those. They're quite similar. This one is a little bit more purpley. This one is a much more kind of corally undertoned, I would say. But yeah, kind of similar shades. So this one is going to be decluttered. Then we have this MAC lipstick, which is the shade Pink Pearl Pop, which looks like this. This one is like, it's quite like a frosty almost finish. Is this a frost lipstick? No, it's a cream sheen. But it's like, it has that like really light frosty shade to it, and I don't really like this one too much, but it's quite a moisturizing one, so I might be able to get through it on like working from home lipstick. I'm gonna put it in the maybe pile for now and then see. Next up, we have the shade Pink Nouveau, which looks like this. Another kind of pink lipstick. I have a lot of these, as you can see. I think there's another one that I might be able to get through, but it's quite similar to this one, isn't it? I don't see them as the same kind of lipstick, but I think they are quite similar. I'm going to put it into maybe pile for now. Then we have this one here, which is my 60 Mother Packer gloss stick from Soap & Glory in the shade Futuristic. This one is one that I was wanting to pan this year, but I didn't get to it. But I do want to put this in my to pan pile next year. I don't have too much left of it either, so I think I can get through this one. I mean, I do have quite a bit, but not too much. So I think I can get through this one quite quickly next year. I just need to remember to put it into the project in summer, because yeah, this is not one that I want to pan really in winter. Then we have this shade here, which is the shade Tabloid from Smashbox. Same formula as the other one. This is another purple, but this one is more of a, it's a little bit more of a wearable purple compared to this one. I really think this is a fun color, so I do want to put it into my to pan pile and like my try to use up pile rather than my decluttered pile for now. So that is this one here. So I cleared my hand of swatches so we can continue. Next up, we have this Tom Ford lipstick. This is the shade, I can't say that, Incorrigible. I don't know. This here, hopefully you can see there the name. Really hard for me to pronounce. Anyway, this one looks like this. It's another kind of pinky shade. This is a bit of a sheer formula though. So I think this is one that I do want to put in my to pan pile. It's a beautiful formula too. It's obviously Tom Ford. I haven't used this one too much, but I think this is one that I want to put into my to pan pile. Let me actually compare it to some of the other ones. I used to move my swatches, but my maybe pile here. I mean, that one is not close. And then we have this one. So I always do the mistake of putting too many like pinks into my to pan pile. So here, I do think I can get rid of Pink Nouveau to pan because I think that one is too similar. But this one I'm going to keep in my maybe pile, which is the shade here. Then here we have this one, which is my Revlon, what are these called? Kissable Balm Stains in the shade Lovesick. This is such an old product in my collection. Another pink, again, very, very similar. I mean, those are all basically the same. And this one I don't have too much left in, which is why I wanted to pan it. But it's still a lot, and I do think I am ready to let this one go now. So this was a go-to lip product for me for a long time. I love this one, but it's really old, and I think it's time to let this one go. Then we have another Tom Ford lipstick. This is the shade Violet Fatale, which is more of a purple shade again. Again, I have a lot of purples and pinks in this in this section. This one is a bit more of a wearable purple again, and I think I'm going to put this one in my To Pan pile because it's an expensive lipstick and I want to get use out of it. And also it's, I think, more of a wearable shade. Then we have this one here, which is my KVD liquid lipstick in the shade Berlin. I'm going to go ahead and swatch this one because I'm not sure. It's such a beautiful shade though, isn't it? But I have so many lipsticks like this and I don't reach for liquid lipsticks that much, and I know this would take a long time to pan. So I think I'm ready to let go of this one. Then we also have this one here, which is like a mini one. This is another purple. And I think this is another one that I'm ready to let go of. I don't reach for purples like that very often, and liquid lipsticks are just not my favorite formula anymore. We have another pink. This one here is from, what's it called? Bourjois, and this is one of their, what are they called? Rouge Edition Velvet in the shade Ole Flamingo. Beautiful, beautiful shade. I really love that. I do love that. I'm going to put that in my maybe pile for now, and then we'll see. But yeah, it's such a beautiful shade. I love how vibrant it is. Then we come down to these two here, which are my Pat McGrath lipsticks. I got them from my friend Martina as a hand-me-down. She wasn't reaching with these shades, and they're beautiful, but I don't reach for them much either. We have the shade Pink Ultraness, which is this one here. You can see it's basically very much in vein with the other colors that I have in this category. And then we have the shade Psycho Candy, which looks like this, a little bit more vibrant. Okay, that one is better. This is more vibrant, similar to this color. So I think for now I'm going to keep this one, and I think I'm ready to let go of this one. It's a beautiful shade, but I just don't reach for these colors very often. So I think I need to pass this one on to someone else. But I think because I kept this color here, I will get rid of the Bourjois one, because I think they are too similar. And then we have these two here, which are my two last maybes. We have the shade, what's this one again? Pink Pearl Pop from MAC. And then we have the shade Ecstatic from Chanel. They're both a bit more sheer, and I think I can pan both of those. So I'm going to put them in my To Pan pile. So that is this first round of lipsticks. So to sum up, these here, let's see, these here, let me zoom out a bit again. These here are the ones that I am keeping. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 products that I'm putting into my To Pan pile for next year. I think these are more kind of wearable shades out of the lower rating for me, so I'm going to put these into To Pan. So that's the first round. And decluttering, I am doing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And even 10, which is really, really good. So slightly under half, but I'm really happy with that. So let's move on to the next category. So here we have all of the lip products rated a 4. This is my biggest category out of all of my lipsticks. So yeah, I don't know how many of these I'm going to get rid of. There might be a couple though, so let's just start going through them. I'm not going to swatch everything, I think, but the ones that I'm not sure about, I'm going to swatch. So this one here is a beautiful kind of corally shade. It's actually really, really stunning. Let me zoom in again a bit. Yeah, this one here, this is from YSL, it's the shade 17. It's one of their Rouge Pure Couture lipsticks. Beautiful lipstick. I think this is actually one that I might want to pan eventually, but not I don't know. I might put it into my to pan pile next year. Then we have another YSL lipstick. This is the number 14. It's the Rouge Volupté Shines. This one looks like this. Beautiful lip product. Again, keep, I think. Not ready to pan that one yet. And then let's do these two as well. This is the shade 15, which it looks like this. More of a corally shade. Beautiful. Quite similar to the last one, but yeah, stunning. Gonna keep. And then this one is pink. No, this is not the one. I have one more, wait. This one here looks like this. Again, quite sheer. Stunning. Gonna keep. And then this one here is my favorite. It's more of a nude shade. Beautiful. I'm gonna keep all of these. Then we have this one here, which is from Chanel. It's more of a kind of somewhat of a lipstick. Looks like this. It is a nice color. I'll pan this one in my whole collection body pan, so I used a lot in there. Actually, I'm not ready to let go of it. It's gonna go there. Then we have a lot of Colourpop lipsticks. I have a lot of these in my collection, and they're really, really nice formula. All of these are the Matte X formula. So I'm just going to go through these and see if there's anything I want to declutter. I might not even swatch all of them. So first up, we have this one, which is Backup, which is another purple. This one, though, looks like this. It's a little bit more of a wearable purple, and if I'm going to keep one purple in my collection, I think it might be this one. So this one is going to stay. Then we have the shade Boa, which is a really, really pale, kind of cool tone pink. When am I going to wear this? I'm going to keep it for now, though, as like an option in that color family. Siggy, I really love. This one looks like this. I'm not going to swatch it. I know I love this one. Then we have Poppin', which, you know what? I'm actually might be ready to declutter this one. It's a beautiful color. Swatching it out, though, is so stunning. I'm going to keep it. Not doing the best job, but I just love these. Capiche is another one that I'm going to keep. It's like a brown color. Then we have Chateau, which is a really, really deep. I use this one a lot. Obviously, it's not done yet, but I use this one a lot. Really nice, deep, kind of vampy shade. Love that one. Then we have these two here, which are more like reds. We have the shade Love Life, which is a bit more of a kind of rusty kind of red. This reminds me of like, I don't know, like the 50s or something. And then we have more of a classic red here, which is Trust Me. Both stunning. Do I need them both? I have other reds in my collection that I reach for more often. But you know what? I have done some red collection quite a lot. I'm going to keep them both. Again, I'm not seeing myself getting rid of too much in this category. I might not even get rid of anything. Who knows? Then we have this one here, which is from NARS. Looks like this. Beautiful color again. Gonna keep. We have this one, which is from MAC. It's another red. I have a lot of these. Beautiful color. This is actually quite similar to the last one. Maybe I don't need the NARS one then. Because they're very, very similar, aren't they? Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this one actually. I'm gonna pass it on to someone else. Then we have this one. It's just a clear, it's not completely clear, but it's kind of like a clearish lip gloss. Gonna keep. We have my Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks. We have two in this category. We have the shade Miss Kensington and So 90s. Gonna keep both of these. This is more of a nude shade, and then this is more of a brownie nude shade. You can see there, like more of a brown lipstick. Gonna keep both of those. This one here is a hard one for me because I've had it for a long, long time, but I just love the color of this. Yeah, I just love this like kind of orangey undertoned. Love that lipstick. I'm gonna keep it for now. However, I do have from Kakin. Is it this one? No, I do have another one that's similar to that. It might be in my 5 rating though. It is. It's this shade here, which is very, very similar to the other one. This is one of my favorite ratings. Yeah, I am gonna, because I love that lipstick so much, the Fever one. I'm not ready to declutter it, but I am gonna put it into my to pan pile because I love it and I think it's gonna be fun to pan. It's definitely different from everything else I'm planning to pan as well, so I'm gonna put that in my to pan pile. Then we have this one here, which I already swatched. Love that one. It's this one here, slightly more brown, but they also have those like rust, kind of orangey undertones. So I'm gonna keep that one. This one here, I think I might be ready to let go of. It's a liquid lipstick from Colourpop. It's the only one that I still have. This is in the shade Saturday. Love this one as like a vampy color, but I do have other colors and I don't reach for vampy shades very often, so this one is going to go. We have two Maybelline lip glosses. I love this formula, not going anywhere. We have the shade Amber and Topaz. I'm going to keep both of these. Then we have this one from NARS. This is the shade Raquel. Not my favorite kind of nude shade. It's a little bit too like pink and a little bit too pale, but I do like it. Maybe I put that into my to pan palette, and if I can't pan it next year, I'm going to keep it, but it's one that I want to eventually move out of my collection. Then we have some Chanel lipsticks. This one is the shade Mighty. Looks like this. It's another one that I think I should be able to pan, but I'm not quite ready yet. It's not super old either, so I'm going to keep that one. We also have these two in the same formula. We have the shade Boy and Rendezvous. Rendezvous is more of a brighter shade. I love that one, especially for summer. And then Boy is another one that I think I can pan eventually. This is more of a nude shade. I already used quite a lot of that one. Maybe I will try to pan this one next year too for more of a nude option. Let's go through my MAC lipsticks next. I have quite a few of them as well. I have 5 in this category. So let's just go with these 3 first. First up, we have the shade Crosswires, which looks like this. Beautiful kind of shade. Again, it's a little bit more kind of corally, like that one. Gonna keep. Then we have the shade Flat Out Fabulous, another kind of purpley shade, but this one is a little bit more pink leaning. I like this one too. I'm gonna keep. We have Chili, which is more of a brown, like a orange kind of red. Again, love these undertones. Gonna keep. Then we have these 2 last, which is the shade Honey Love and Whirl. Honey Love I panned one earlier this year. This one I haven't touched yet, but I'm going to keep that one. And then Whirl looks like this. More of a brownie nude again. I'm going to keep those. I took a moment to somewhat clean off my hand, so let's move on next. The Fenty glosses that I have in here, I'm going to keep both of them. I love this formula, and yeah, I'm going to eventually pan these, but I'm not going to do that yet. Because as you've seen, I put a lot of other lip glosses in my to pan pal for next year, so I'm not going to pan these yet. Same actually with this one here, which is my Pat McGrath lip gloss. This one is in the shade Pale Fire Nectar. This one is in the shade Fenty Glow Fantasy. And then we have the shade Fuchsia Flex. All like those 2 are from Fenty, of course. So we have some more liquid lipsticks. I have quite a few of them in this category because, again, it's just not a product that I reach for quite often anymore. So these are the ones that I have. So let's go through these next. This one here is such a cool one. It's like a bluish purple shade. It's like an out there shade that I don't reach for very often. Should I get rid of this one? You know what? I think I am, because I have another kind of cool lips color like this now in my collection. So I'm ready to go this one. This is the shade Echo from KVD. Gonna let go of that one. We have this one here, which is more of a purple shade again. It's quite a nice one though if I want to reach for a purple, so I'm gonna keep that one. We have number 13, a classic from Sephora, more of a mauve shade. I was gonna say I'm gonna keep that one. Yeah, I am. It's a nice color. And sometimes I do reach for this one if I need like something more long lasting, so I'm gonna keep that one. This one here is the shade Plaf. Gonna keep that one. I love the shade. Yeah, it's probably one that I want to get through at some point, but I'm gonna keep it. However, this one here is a very, very similar color from Sephora collection. I will keep them both because I love this type of color. However, I don't think I need both of them, and I think I prefer Plaf slightly to this one, so I'm going to get rid of the Sephora lip cream in 25. Then we have this one here, which is from KVD again. This is the shade Bauhaus. Another kind of bright pink, like purpley pink. It's a nice color, but I don't reach for these colors very often, and I don't want it in a liquid lipstick necessarily. So I'm going to get rid of this one. Then we have 2 NYX lip colors. We have the shade Teddy and Embellishment. I don't reach for these ones too very often, but it's more of a, it's not super drying kind of liquid lipstick formula. We have that one there, which is Teddy. And then we have this one here, which is the shade Embellishment. But you know what? I'm going to get rid of these. I don't reach for them very often. I reach them for them as like a mixing lipstick a lot, but not... Actually, no, I'm going to keep Teddy. Oh, it's so hard. I'm going to keep Teddy. I'm going to get rid of Embellishment because I like the undertone of this one. No, change my mind again. I'm going to get rid of Teddy too because I have eye colors like that I prefer. Then we have this one here, which is my Maybelline Superstay Ink in the shade Loyalist. It's more of a nude shade. It doesn't look as pale as it does in the packaging, but it is a very pale shade, isn't it? This works like as a mixing lip color, so maybe I'll use it as a mixing lip color in my product pan. So I'll put it in my pan pal. that might work. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Actually, I just realized we have this one too, which from Maybelline. This is the that is Superstay ink in the shade Romantic, which is like this. It's a beautiful color and I love this formula, so I'm going to keep this one. Then lastly, for liquid lipsticks, I think we have this one here, which is from KVD again. This is the shade Lovesick. Another kind of classic, is more of a purpley pink. You know what? I actually don't like that much anymore. I'm going to get rid of it. Okay, I'm doing way better in this category than I thought, but I have got rid of, I think, 8 so far, which is pretty good. So let's move on to these last colors here. So this is the problem with swatching liquid lipsticks, but I'm going to clean my hand off properly in a second. However, I'm going to finish these first. We have this one here, which is from Burberry. This is the shade Tea Rose. I love this shade. It's not like my absolute favorite lipstick, but I like it, so I'm going to keep it. We have another Chanel lipstick. This is one of their, like, what's it called? Rouge Allure Velvet. This one I have used a lot, as you can see. I like this one a lot. You know what? I might actually put this one into my 2-pan powder because I don't have too much left of it. So I'm going to put that into there. This is in the shade La Raffine. I don't know. It's French. I'm not very good at French, so it's this one here. We have another Catkin lipstick, which I missed. This is like the red shade. Yeah, it's like a already orange. Beautiful, beautiful color. Packaging as well. Like, I don't know if you can pick up on camera, but like the tube is really, really stunning. I'm going to keep this one. It's a really nice undertone. We have 2 Rouge Edition Velvets from Borchard. We have the shade Happy New Year, which looks like this. Really like that shade. I love these less formula still. It's really stunning. And then we have the shade Peach Club, which looks like this. I'm going to keep both of those. Okay, this one here, I think I'm going to let go of as well. This is my YSL Baby Doll Kiss and Blush. I can't remember the shade name. Number 1, I think it might even be. It's a beautiful shade, but I just don't reach for this one. It's too clunky to take with me. So I'm going to get rid of this one. We have this shade here, which is the shade Rose Wine from Revlon. A really stunning shade. Yeah, that's right up my alley. I'm going to keep this one. We have this Huda Beauty lipstick. This is a cream lipstick in Sweet Cheeks. Another kind of nude shade. Yeah, I'm going to keep that one too. And lastly, we have these 4 right here. We have this NARS lipstick in Orgasm. This is the Afterglow Lip Balm. This is very new to my collection. I think I could easily pan this one. So I'm going to put this in my keep pile for now, but I'm not going to pan it next year. Then we have Matte Naked from Milani, sorry. This is a beautiful nude again. Going to keep. Love that one. We have my Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Milan from NYX. More of a mauve shade. I like it. It's not my absolute favorite, but I'm going to keep it for now. I like the formula. And lastly, we have this lip oil from NYX in the shade, what's it called? Sheer Blush. It's one of their, this is everything lip oils. This is an easy one as well to reach for. It looks like this. So those are all of my 4 rated lip products, and I am getting rid of, let's see, these ones right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 more, which is really good. I almost doubled what I thought. Like, obviously, I didn't really think to declutter anything for this category. So far, I've gotten rid of 19 lip products. So I do think from my like 5 categories, I'm not going to get rid of anything. I have sorted all of my 5 lip products out, which are these here. We have something more here. And then we have these like lip glosses that can't fit into the tube. So these are all of the ones that I rated 5. We have a couple lip liners. We have 2 from Charlotte Tilbury and 1 from NYX. We have another Catkin, which I already covered. We have a couple MAC lipsticks. We have the shade Velvet Teddy, Dangerous, Lady Danger, Ruby Woo, Please Me, Kinda Sexy. Those are MAC lipsticks. Yeah, you can see some Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to go through all of them. You can kind of see that over here. If you want to, you can pause the video. I'm keeping most of these up so you can see the shade names. But yeah, these are all my 5 rated lip products. And again, I have gone through all of these in my Product Apocalypse video last year, 2022. So you can see them more there as well. But yeah, I'm going to keep all my 5 rated lipsticks, obviously, because these are my absolute favorites in my collection. And I would rather get rid of other things if I had to. So yeah, those are those ones. Then the last category we have are these here, which are actually all products that I haven't rated yet. So these are new to me. We have a couple MAC lipsticks which I got with my Back to MAC. We have the shade Spirit, Taupe, Teddy 2.0, and Sultry Move. These four I got from the Back to MAC, and I haven't actually rated these yet, so I might go ahead and do that. That's my goal with these, actually, the lip products here, is to go through and rate them. Then we have this one here, which is my Chanel lipstick in Sedusante, which is actually one that I panned before, but I have a backup in my collection. Actually, you don't know this, but I have two backups, which I don't know how this happened. Honestly, I don't know. I never intended to buy a backup, but I bought two. So I do think, because this one is still in the box, neither of these have been used. They're both brand new. I'm going to keep one of them, going to re-rate it, and then the other one I'm going to pass on. Probably going to pass it on to my mom. I think this is a color that she would really like. But yeah, this one has not been touched either. So gonna pass this one on to someone else, and then keep this one and re-rate it. We have my Tower 28 lip gloss in the shade Almond. Love this one. I'm going to have to rate it though. We also have the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick. This is the shade Lucky Diamonds. It's one of her like diamond lip products. Yeah, I need to rate that one. We have three lip glosses from Pat McGrath that I got from my friend Martina. We have the shade Secret Lover, Peach Perversion, and Twilio. So these three I need to rate as well. Another product I got from her is this one here, which is the Colourpop Yoso tint in the shade A Go-Go. Need to rate that one. And then we have finally two lip liners. We have another one that I got from my friend Martina, which is the lip liner in Divine Rose from Pat McGrath. And lastly, we have this 1999 lip product. This is one of their like multi kind of lip products in the shade Voros, which is a red. So I need to go ahead and go through that too. So I'm going to go through and rate these. I'm not foreseeing myself to get rid of any of these, to be honest, because they are kind of new in my collection. The only thing that I'm like considering, which is maybe the Colourpop one day, just a tint one, because I haven't even worn this one yet, but you know, it's actually quite a nice color. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and rate these, and I don't think I'm going to get rid of any of these yet, but yeah, that's it. Also, I do have this one here, which is also from Glossier. It's also new in my collection this year, which is the Lavender Bomb.com. Which I maybe should go ahead and rate too. I'm going to put it in here so I start using it. But yeah, those are all of my lip products. So to sum up, here we have all of my lip products rated a 4. And this is going to be like the lowest rating that I want to have in my collection by the end of the next year. So yeah, these are all of the ones right here. So quite a few, but yeah, you can just get the overview. I already gone through them obviously when I did my declutter, but this is like the overview of everything that I'm keeping. For everything rated at 5, we have these here. A little bit less, but this is like my absolute favorite colors in my collection. Yeah, so these are all of the ones that I'm keeping from that category. I need to like reorganize everything afterwards, but yeah, this is all of the ones rating a 5. I didn't go through these to declutter because, again, these are my favorites, and I would ideally just want to keep things that are a 5 in my collection. But as for now, I have way too many products for that, and I still enjoy everything else. And I'm happy with the declutter that I have so far. So those are all of the ones rated a 5. Also, like I said, these are all of the products that I have to still rate. So I'm going to go through and do that. I took them out so I can put them into like my everyday makeup bag. Just so I can go through and rate all of these throughout the next couple of weeks. Because I want to be able to put these into the list as well. But yeah, these are all products. And I mean, if the thing is, if they are a 3 or less, obviously, I will put them into my to-pan pile or declutter straight away. But if there are 4 or 5, I'm going to just put them into my list as everything else. And then here we have all of the products that I'm decluttering. Obviously not like a massive amount compared to how many products I have, but I didn't expect to declutter that many products anyway, so I'm happy with this. Again, I think this is 19, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, 19 products. Which is really good. These are all products that I don't reach for very much. You can see it's all like the bolder kind of colors, which I don't really reach for anymore that much. They are not like my go-to. I used to wear these colors all the time, like colors like this. I used to wear all the time, like this one here, like I said, was like my go-to lipstick for a long, long time, but it's also ridiculously old. If I told you when I used this one, like every day, like I wore this one all the time. You would probably be shocked how old it is, but yeah, that was like, let's just say it was last time I lived in London, which is basically after I finished like college, high school, A-levels, whatever you want to say, which is a while ago now. So yeah, it's time for it to go anyway. But yeah, these are all the ones I'm getting rid of, and I'm gonna go through them. Some of them I'm gonna pass on, some of them I'm gonna declutter. Obviously these kind of thing are way too old. All my liquid lipsticks I'm probably gonna declutter, but like things like, you know, I don't know, my Chanel lipstick, some of my MAC lipsticks I can definitely pass on. The Pat McGrath one as well is relatively new, so yeah, I can go through these and pass them on to my friends and family. But that guys was it for this declutter. I really hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video, which is also going to be a declutter video. Like I said, Monday to Friday this week is going to be all declutters. So I hope you enjoy this first part in the series, and I hope you're having a lovely day wherever you are, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye guys!